Naval Ravikant has never had a traditional job. He has never had a boss. He dropped out, co-founded AngelList, made early investments in companies like Twitter, Uber, and more than 200 other startups, and has become one of the most cited thinkers on wealth, philosophy, and human performance in the modern era. But none of that is the interesting part. The interesting part is that he has thought more carefully, and communicated more precisely, about how wealth is actually created than almost anyone alive. And almost none of it resembles what you learned in school. School teaches you to trade time for money. Get a credential. Get a job. Work the hours. Collect the salary. That is the only wealth model most people are ever exposed to. Naval identifies this model as fundamentally capped, because time is finite, and therefore income from time is finite. He argues that real wealth, the kind that generates income without active time investment, is built through a completely different mechanism. One that most people never even conceptually access. Today, we break down 6 of the core principles from Naval's wealth framework. Not as biography. As a thinking upgrade you can apply today. The first and most foundational principle in Naval's framework is what he calls specific knowledge, the knowledge that cannot be trained for, that cannot be replicated by following an instruction manual, and that often feels like play to you while it looks like work to everyone else. This is distinct from professional credentials or general expertise. Specific knowledge is found at the intersection of your unique experiences, obsessions, and natural abilities, the thing you would pursue even if no one paid you, that simultaneously produces genuine value for others. Naval argues that the market pays enormous premiums for specific knowledge precisely because it cannot be easily reproduced. The implementation. Ask yourself, what do I know or can I do that is non-obvious, that I developed almost accidentally through genuine interest, and that is genuinely useful to a specific group of people? That intersection is where your wealth leverage begins. Not in acquiring more general credentials. In going deeper into what is already distinctly yours. Naval identifies 4 types of leverage, the mechanisms through which your effort can produce outcomes greater than 1-to-1 returns on your time. Labor leverage, other people working for you. Capital leverage, money working for you. Product leverage, software, media, or systems that work while you sleep. And permissionless leverage, content and code that requires no one's approval to deploy. Most people operate exclusively on labor for time, the 1-to-1 exchange. Naval argues that the goal of wealth building is to systematically acquire leverage so that your effort, your thinking, and your specific knowledge produce outcomes that scale beyond your direct time input. The implementation. For your highest value skill, ask, how could this be deployed with leverage? Could it be packaged into a product? Could it be systematized so others can deliver it? Could it be communicated through content that works independently of your presence? The answer to one of these questions is the beginning of your leverage architecture. One of Naval's most cited principles: play long-term games with long-term people. All returns in life, whether in wealth, relationships, or knowledge, come from compound interest. The financial application is direct. But Naval points to something less often discussed: the compounding of trust and reputation in long-term relationships. The people who build extraordinary wealth almost universally do so through networks of high trust, long-term relationships rather than through a series of transactional connections. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger's partnership. The PayPal Mafia's decades-long cross-investment and mutual support. Compounding operates on relationships exactly as it operates on capital, quietly, invisibly, and then suddenly with overwhelming force. The implementation. Evaluate your current professional relationships. Which ones are you treating as long-term compounding assets? Which ones are you treating as transactions? The distinction in how you invest in them, the time, the generosity, the genuine attention, should change accordingly. Here is the principle that makes Naval's framework feel categorically different from anything else in the wealth conversation. He says, "Productize yourself." This is not a self-branding slogan. It's a strategic directive. The question is, how do you take the unique intersection of your specific knowledge and your accountability and distribute it at scale? A writer with specific knowledge productizes through books that earn royalties while they sleep. A software engineer productizes through code that serves thousands without additional time input. An executive productizes through training programs and frameworks that other organizations adopt. The goal is to find the version of yourself that the market will pay for, and then build a delivery mechanism that doesn't require your continuous active presence. This is the transition from income to wealth. Not a salary increase. A structural change in how your value reaches the world. Naval makes a statement that reshapes the entire Western work ethic. In an age of infinite leverage, judgment is more important than effort. When leverage exists, when a single decision can deploy millions of dollars or reach millions of people, the quality of the decision matters exponentially more than the quantity of effort behind it. The executive who makes 3 brilliant strategic decisions per year produces more value than the one who works 80 hours with mediocre judgment. And the market, over time, rewards accordingly. This means the most valuable investment you can make in your earning power is not working harder, it is building better judgment. Reading more broadly. Thinking more rigorously. Being honest with yourself about where your judgment has been poor. The implementation. Identify the 3 decisions you are most likely to face in the next 12 months that will have the largest long-term impact. Then invest disproportionate thinking time in those 3 decisions, not in the operational work around them. That is where your time produces the highest return. The final principle from Naval that almost no wealth framework includes: escape competition through authenticity. When you are doing exactly what you would do if no one were watching and no one were paying, pursuing the genuine intersection of your specific knowledge, your curiosity, and your natural mode of working, you become, by definition, incomparable. Because no one else is you. And competition only exists among the interchangeable. The implementation. Audit your current work. What percentage of it is work you would do regardless of external reward? Because it is genuinely yours, genuinely interesting, and genuinely valuable. That percentage is your authenticity score. Increase it. The more your work reflects what is uniquely and genuinely you, the less competition you face. And the less competition you face, the more leverage you have in every negotiation about the terms of your contribution. 6 principles from one of the clearest thinkers on modern wealth. Specific knowledge. Go deep into what is distinctly yours. Leverage. Build mechanisms that multiply your output beyond your time. Long-term gains. Compound relationships like capital. Productize yourself. Find the scalable version of your value. Judgment over effort. Invest in decision quality, not just activity volume. Escape competition through authenticity. Become incomparable by becoming fully yourself. And above all, begin now. Compound is the word. Time is the variable. Both favor the person who starts thinking differently today. If this changed how you think, subscribe. I break down these frameworks every week. The mental models and wealth principles of the world's sharpest thinkers, made actionable. Drop a comment. Which of Naval's 6 principles are you focusing on first?